please welcome Coach Alan Sharpe.
Thank you, Cade. Wow, what a turnout. Cade, I appreciate it, the kind remarks you had there. And I've seen a lot of familiar faces in here already. My family's here. I saw some of our women's basketball players, they're here. The best coach in the buildings won't be up here, but Coach Stapler's here. Coach Stapler's been a good friend of mine and a mentor for a long time. And Coach, I appreciate you being here. I've seen some former UAH men's basketball players, and I think we can be friends now. Okay, no hard feelings, but if you guys don't know, like we had a great little rivalry going for quite a while there when I was at West Alabama, and it was special, and it's really what college basketball should be about. So that was fun. I want to say, Dr. Carr and Cade, I really do appreciate this opportunity to be named your next women's basketball coach. It's an honor, it's a privilege to be here. This is a special place. It's a place that we've always had our eye on from afar and competed against, and always kind of wished and hoped that maybe one day we would be here and be standing here in front of you guys. I want to say, let me give some thank yous to, I want to say thank you to my president at Wallace State, Dr. Vicki Karlowicz. She not only hired me once, but she hired me twice, which is unheard of for a coach to be hired at the same institution 2 different times. She hired me in 2005 and then hired me again in 2020. But she's been really good to us. And when I talked to her about this position, I told her, you know, I was going to take the job at UAH, and she was concerned, a little upset, but I told her it was her fault because she's the one that nudged me to be the women's basketball coach at Wallace State. So she got over it quickly. But she's very important to our family. I want to say thank you to Mary Elizabeth, our assistant coach, who's going to stay here on board with us. She's a good one. You know, she's been here 2 or 3 years now, and she loves this university, and she loves our players, and she has made my job easy and has kept me away from you guys in administration. If I ever need anything, I just ask her, and she gets it done for me. Let me take a moment to introduce my family. If you guys would stand up, please. We got to do it. I know you don't want to. Let's do it. Come on. Get on up. Get on up. All right. First of all, my wife, Susan. We've been married almost 24 years now. Susan and I met at Lipscomb University. We both played basketball. Susan was a pass-first point guard, very unselfish, kind of a facilitator, screener. Feed the post. Mick, you would have liked her. She'd have got you the ball in the post. I know it. But you know, she and I met, and different than I am in a lot of ways. I was selfish and wanted to shoot the ball all the time and make a bunch of threes. So, you know, the saying that opposites attract, you know, that was definitely the case with us in terms of how we played the game. Many of you know Garrison. He's a freshman this year here at UAH. He's also a part of the men's basketball team, and he's had a good experience this year and has enjoyed it and is looking forward to next season. Allie is a 10th grader at Coleman High School. Allie plays basketball, and she's a good little player. And, you know, I haven't got any pressure yet, but I know it's coming. So if you see an offer go out to Allie Sharpe to join the women's basketball program at UAH, you know, they put the squeeze on me. Her and her mama put the squeeze on me to make her an offer. So, but that's Allie. She's a 10th grader. And then Anderson, we call him Big Cat. If you can tell, he's going to be a big boy. He's a 7th grader at Coleman Middle School. And Anderson's a good basketball player. He loves to play and has a chance to be a good player one day. So this is my crew right here. You know, when you hire me, you get all of us. We've had quite a few stops through the years at different colleges and places, and but no matter where we go, they're all in all the time. And I want you guys to know that I appreciate you guys for Daddy dragging you around all over the country, chasing his dream, coaching basketball. But, you know, they never complained. They didn't gripe about it. You know, you think about how hard it is to change schools and leave friends and go to a new school, and that's really a tough deal. But, you know, they're tougher because of it. And I had a good, tough wife along the way to help hold this thing together. So that's my crew right there. Thank you, guys. Now, all right, Cade said 10 minutes, so let's go. Let's have some fun here. I got 2 or 3 points here I'm going to make, and then I'm going to get out of the way and let Mick have it. Look, I want to be clear about this, especially this today. This press conference is not about me. This press conference is about our women's basketball program and also our men's basketball program. You know, oftentimes you've seen these deals where it becomes kind of a show for the head coach, and it's all about him. You know, I'd much rather be out here on the floor right now practicing than to be in here with you guys. Sorry. But I want to make sure we're clear. This is not about me. This is about our athletic department, our women's basketball program, men's basketball program, and by the turnout, you know, it's good for me. I can see the level of the commitment that we all have for both programs to be successful. Okay, so I wanted to make that clear. I also understand where this women's basketball program is. I understand the expectations for where we want it to go and where it deserves to be. And it's a challenge that I embrace. It's a challenge that I look forward to. It's something that I'm not running from. I'm running to it. I'm not scared of it, and that's why I'm here. Who are we? We're disciplined. We're tough mentally and physically. We're unselfish. We play with enthusiasm. We have great team spirit. We respect the game. We are great students. We embrace the academic standards of this university. We respect our opponents, but we fear no one. Now, you'll have this question a lot, and if we meet with the media, if you guys have questions, they'll ask you, Coach, what's your philosophy? And you guys asked me this during the interview process. You know, that's such a broad question. What's your philosophy? Look, the philosophy is this, in one word. And look, it changes as you get older. Like back in the day when I would go through this interview process, I'd want to have the perfect little answer to please everybody. But, you know, as you get older, you kind of lose your filter a little bit, and you just say what you want to say. Look, one word with the philosophy, winning. Winning is the philosophy. You know, if you want to hit the academic portion of it, we're winning in the classroom. It's important. We make it a priority. We make sure they get graduated. If you want to talk about the community aspect of it, we're going to win. It's important to be involved in the community. It's something we look forward to doing. We understand how important it is for our players to be good ambassadors for the university. Coach, what kind of offense you gonna play? You gonna play fast? I don't know. Maybe not. But it'll be winning offense. You know, it'll be based on the personnel that we have on the roster. You gonna play slow? I don't know. We'll see what we got. But it'll be winning offense. You know, regardless of how you play, there's certain things that are important to having good offense. You better take care of the basketball. You better share it. You know, you better have the right people shooting the right shots from the right spots. Those things apply to regardless of what style of play you want to play in. So that's how I can answer those questions. Even like, what defense are you going to play, Coach? You play man-to-man, you're going to press, you're going to play full court, you're going to play half-court zone. Like, I don't know, but it's going to be winning defense. It doesn't matter what kind it is, it'll be winning defense. If we have the personnel and the depth and the horsepower to pick up full court and guard them 94 feet, then we'll do it, and it'll be winning. Or if we have to sit back in a 2-3 high school hairy zone, it doesn't matter. It'll still be winning defense. So, you know, that's how I would answer those questions. Regardless of style of play and what it looks like, it's important, and it'll be a winning style of basketball. Promise less and deliver more. Okay? Promise less, deliver more. I will not promise you any wins. Won't do it, but I will promise you that it's time. Like, it's time for this program to change direction. It's time for this program to become relevant in the Gulf South Conference. You know, it's time for us to fill the Spraggins up. It's time. The time is now. Okay? One last thing I'm going to leave you with, and then I'll get out of the way. And ladies on the team, you'll hear this a lot. Okay? Talking about winning. And we're going to work hard to win. And there's going to be times where we don't win. But the saying is this: even when they lose, they win. And if you think about that, that doesn't make any sense. But if you really dig into it, it makes all the sense in the world. Even when we lose, we win. You know, there's going to be times where we may not win on the scoreboard, but doggone it, we're still winning, because we're going to find out the things that led to losing, we'll correct them, and then we'll keep getting better. You know, if we lose a basketball game, we're not going to mope and pout and sulk about it. We're just going to lace them up a little bit tighter and work a little bit harder. So even when we lose, we win. Okay? I want you to know that I am honored to be your women's basketball coach. I appreciate everyone being here. Your support is needed and it's noted. And go Chargers. Thank you.
And so at this time, Coach Mick Hedgepeth. You may need to pick that microphone up.
I know. Got to have some tall jokes here. Big Cat, Anderson, I think you're taller than I was in 7th grade, so it's good. We need more guys like us in the world, you know. All right, the taller the better. Okay. Coach Bird's certainly more eloquent with words than I am. I would echo what Coach Sharpe said. This it's not about me. It's about us. It's about our team. It's about all of you working together here at UAH. It's a great honor and joy to be here and represent this university and its men's basketball program that's filled with such rich tradition and rich history. I want to start by saying some thank yous. Thank you to Dr. Carr for your leadership. Thank you, Cade. It's been an absolute joy to get to know you over the last few weeks throughout this process. I've gained so much respect for you, and might have Harper out there yelling at us, but gained so much respect for you, and can't wait to work under your leadership. Most importantly, I want to thank my wife, Courtney. Being a coach's wife isn't easy, as some of you may know, especially when our second child's due any day now, but she was totally on board. She's been incredibly supportive of my calling to coach, and I appreciate that so much. I want to thank my parents who live in Crossville, Alabama, my hometown. They've given me unwavering support throughout the years. I'm sure they'll be season ticket holders, and you'll see a lot of them in Spraggins. I want to thank Coach Acuff. I'm a simple guy, and simply put, he's the best. He built this. He's the reason myself, along with so many others, grew up in North Alabama, coming to camps and clinics and games. And he's the reason that we all developed such great admiration and respect for the program. I want to thank Coach Schulman, who I've grown to know closely and known for a long time now. He's really a special person, and he's special to me. I probably won't be quite as entertaining as him, so I'm sorry for that, but I'll try to bring the energy, okay? But he did an amazing job over the last 5 years, and he kept building, and we have some big shoes to fill. I want to thank the Berry College administration and staff, and especially the players. I know that me receiving this opportunity had as much or more to do with them than it does with me. and I'll continue to represent them during my time here. I want to thank the coaches that I've had the privilege to work for. Mike Maker at Williams College, it was a very brief stint with him. He made a change shortly after I took the job, but he gave me my first opportunity to be in the industry and coach college basketball, and I'll always be grateful for that. Kevin App at Williams College, Bradley Pearson at Swanee, Casey Alexander at Belmont. I learned a great deal and had takeaways from all of them. I want to thank the coaches I played under, and Cade touched on this a little bit, but I was fortunate to play for two really good coaches. Coach Tracy Hogan, who's back there, he's here today. I played for him at Crossville High School. He is as competitive as they come, and he's as high character as they come. Rick Bird, who I played for at Belmont, he's a Hall of Fame coach and a Hall of Fame person, and those two guys probably impacted me more than they'll ever know. I decided to get into coaching because I was positively impacted many ways on and off the floor, and had a phenomenal experience as a student athlete, and they had a whole lot to do with that. I want to thank all the former players here. Going through this process, and I already knew this somewhat, being familiar with the program, but all you hear are the words brotherhood and family, and that's rare, and I love that. It's a special program, it's a special place, and it's because of you guys, and we will be heavily involved in partnering with our alumni to continue to grow UAH basketball. Speaking of former players, I've gotten to know David Ivey throughout the last few weeks. I love the passion he has for this place. Another alum I've been able to reconnect and spend some time with is Josh Majette, who a few may have heard of. Josh and I are actually the same age and played AAU basketball together while we were in high school. It was Josh, myself, and DeMarcus Cousins on our team. 2 out of the 3 of us went on to play in the NBA, and the other one barely survived 1 season professionally overseas. But I'll let you guys figure that out on your own. But I appreciate everything Josh has done for this program. I know how much it means to him and all of the other alumni, and we will plan to honor that by building on the foundation they set. Our program will be based on hard work, integrity, and selflessness, and we will never waver on those standards. Our goal will be to compete for championships and to add as much value as we possibly can to our players, both on and off the floor, and help prepare them for life after college. I'm thrilled to announce our staff. Luke Smith is here. He will be joining us as an assistant coach. I had the privilege to coach him for 5 years, both at Swanee and Belmont. He had a stellar college career. He's one of the best competitors I've ever been around. He's had experience as a head high school coach, and he's had experience at the Division II level, and he will be a tremendous asset for our program. I'm excited that Dylan Harding will remain on staff. He's played here, he's coached here, he's been a part of a ton of success. He knows and loves UAH, and I know that he will continue to add tremendous value to our team. In recruiting, we like to keep it simple. We will cast a wide net, we'll be thorough, we will look for skilled, tough players who are high academic and high character and who fit the mission of the university. In terms of our style of play, I would echo what Coach Sharpe said. We don't have it all figured out yet. We've got to first determine our personnel and do a deep dive into that. But in general, we will have a team that plays together. We will play up tempo. We will flow from concept to concept. We will have plenty of structure, but we will give our guys the freedom to make plays on their own within that structure. And we want it to be a really enjoyable brand of basketball for our fan base to watch. I can't tell you how excited I am about this opportunity, how excited my family is about this opportunity. how thankful we are to be here. I thank you for being here, and we can't wait to see you this season. Thank you.
Like I said, it's a big day here. I think you can tell just from hearing from both of our coaches how they set themselves apart through the process. And I think you're probably excited about it. I know that I am. Before we close this particular part, if you are a current UAH athlete, will you raise your hand? Just want to see this group that's in here. Got a good group in here. Yeah, let's give them a round of applause. Hey, coaching changes are hard, right? You never think that that's going to happen whenever you start your college career. And all of these folks have been really good through our conversations and have given me great feedback, and I really, really appreciate them. Now, if you are a Charger alum, if you played in athletics here, any sport, would you raise your hand? We got a pretty good crew in here. All right, yeah. Always good to see so many of you back. One more group to recognize, and that is our current UAH athletics department. Would you raise your hand if you're part of our athletics department? They've done a lot through this process. This is true most of the time, but it's been even more true for about the last 6 weeks. I've been absolutely no help to them whatsoever in running this department. So they've helped to carry that. The last two people that I want to thank, and I know that they've been thanked before, but I do want to thank Mary Elizabeth and Dylan, who have carried the torch here for a few weeks, made sure everything was going, and made sure our teams had what they needed to be where they're supposed to be. They've helped these two coaches as they've been hired, and they've been a big help to me. So if we could give Dylan Harden and Mary Elizabeth Lash another. And I'll tell y'all, like I told the women's team the other day, it's not getting easier now. We got to start working harder, so we're going to get after it, and I appreciate y'all. As far as the rest of our time here, I know that both coaches will be available to the media, and so I do want y'all to meet them as you can. They'll be bouncing in and out, and I know that Sam and our staff will help them with that. Enjoy the reception. Move wherever you want to in the building as you visit. Stay as long as you want. I actually mean that. Season tickets will be coming to you pretty soon, so be sure that you renew those. Bring a friend, and if you have somebody new, get them in touch with us. We'll get them taken care of. Other than that, thank you all for being here. Go Chargers.